Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore, founder of foodtrucktraining.group. All this week, I'm interviewing Lauren and Lori, twin sisters from Double Trouble Philly Cheesesteaks, located in the great state of Texas. I've gotten the privilege to work with these ladies over the last couple of years before they even opened their food truck. And now, 2 years later on, they are growing as a business and as a brand. Pay attention to them because you'll be hearing a whole bunch more from them in the months to come. Out of all of the comments and reviews you guys have gotten, what's the one that you really remember that was the most meaningful to you guys?
So I went and did an event for a lunch for a company and served all their food. And they had one employee that Mark was on the grill that day, but something was going on with her food. She said her bread was soggy. She didn't have the onions that she ordered. The meat wasn't real. And she said the meat wasn't real or something. She was having a fit. Well, instead of her coming to me saying, oh my God, ma'am, look what happened. This is not good. Can you fix this? She went on and wrote a review. And so I saw the review. Lori saw the review from Lauren. And Lori was like, oh my God, Lauren, find her and fix this. So the lady who actually, the coordinator of the event, I said, hey, who is this lady? This is her name. She was like, what? No. So they went back, and it is so hard to have a review moved off of Google. But whatever they did, it took them about 40 minutes. Yeah. And they went back to that lady, and they were really livid. They were really upset. They said, because nobody complained about the food. And it's okay that somebody didn't like it or something that they just come back and give us an opportunity to fix it. Right. You never came back, told us anything. So you never even gave us a fair chance to handle it. So they were livid. They were upset. So they went back on. Had a couple of people make sure that they gave us reviews, and she called back, she followed up and just wanted us to know they were so thankful for us coming out, that everybody enjoyed the food and that they were sorry. So that meant a lot because they were not even satisfied with the negative review from one of their employees, one who didn't even buy the food. And so because the company paid for the food, but they were really upset that they would do that somebody would take the time to write a negative review, one, for free food, but two, you didn't even come back and give us an opportunity to fix the problem. Right. So I was really grateful. That meant a lot to me.
Right. And my favorite reviews are just those from Philly. And even though I live in Texas now, so I respect my Texans. Yes, I do. I love my Texans and all that. But when Philadelphia and my East Coasters come to the truck from Philly, New Jersey, Delaware, and say, this took me back home. That's our main goal, is for them to experience, for people in Texas to experience an authentic, but for the ones from Philly, to take them back home, because we crave that stuff. When you're from the East Coast and that's a food fave, you crave it. And when you can't get a good one out here, so it means so much when the Philadelphians say, man, that took me home, or I felt that was real, y'all. That was, that's certified. That's a certified cheesesteak. Those are the ones that stand out to me, because then that means that we're doing it right. We took you back home without a plane ticket.
That's amazing. Yes. And I love getting those kind of comments. I told you guys I ran a Philly cheese business for a while, and we would get those comments too.
Yes.
And we did, just like you guys, we did the Omarosa bread. We did the Utz potato chips. We did the tasty cakes for dessert.
Oh, yes.
And we did one other brand of chips too that I can't remember, that's real popular in Philadelphia.
Not Mr. Gibbles?
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Gibbles hot chips.
Or her.
And hers was a big one.
Hers was another one.
And we had those shipped down from up there, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had a customer from Philly the other day send us a box of Philadelphia pretzels.
Did they?
To go with our water ice, yes.
Let me ask you a couple more questions and we'll wrap this up, because I know you guys have a busy day. From the moment that you made that decision, we're going to do a food truck, how long did it take y'all to get from that decision to opening? How many months or days or weeks?
So y'all talked about that in May. We went to the graduation was in May.
Came back home June 2nd.
So we came back home June. So from June, and we opened September 2nd was our grand opening.
Wow. That's quick.
That was quick. That shocked us. That was quick. But my brother, who was one of our biggest investors, who really believed in us, he was like, he threw $10,000 on the table and was like, let's do it. And so that was a big, that took a lot of what would have normally probably taken us longer to raise some money. We needed big deposit. We needed a big deposit for the trailer. And you talking about hustle. And the thing is, we took out no major loans. Anything for this business. We worked, we hustled, put that money up. And then later on, a year, how long? About 13 months in. 13 months in,
had a friend of the family, Lori and Keith, who played tennis
So
together.
let's clear it up that it wasn't even. He was a very good acquaintance.
Right.
I wouldn't even say a
Friend.
friend. He didn't know anything about the business. He didn't know anything about what we were doing besides what he heard that we were starting a food truck. And my husband and I went to the country club to play some tennis. And he said, hey, were you guys able to capitalize on any of that pandemic money? And we were like, no, we wasn't in business long enough in 2019 to do anything. And he was like, well, I'd like to talk to you about something. And 3 months later wrote us a $19,000 check and paid off the
Well, it was a
trailer.
couple of weeks that went by, and we didn't know how to answer him when he said, how can he be a help?
Yeah, because I was just
So
thinking he
how do
was
you
just
answer
joking.
that? So me and Lori were talking on the phone going, oh my God, what if? But what if he did this? Or what if? And then so when we finally, then he reached him again and said, look, find out what the payoff is going to be for this trailer. And so Lori called like, oh my God, let's call and find out. So they wrote us up a proposal, let us know what the payoff was and everything. And I think 2 weeks after that, we had a check for $19,048 in our hand.
And paid them off.
That's just so impressive. And that is just from you guys being good people.
And that's what he said. He said, I didn't know anything about your business, but I do recognize good people and people that are serious about what they do. He said, so just keep doing what you're doing and I'm happy. I was like, that's awesome. That was just awesome.
Good things happen to good people.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
believe it. Yes.
All right, ladies, I think you've answered everything and more. I hope you all are learning from and enjoying the podcast. If you are, please consider supporting us and helping us grow. There are links in the description to help show your support, and remember, every little bit does help. Please join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training, and I believe you will find it to be the best group on all of Facebook. If you need help or support or inspiration or just have a question, somebody amongst our amazing membership has got your back and they'll help you out. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.